here we are with the Heroes Summit, and yet we are more obsessed as a culture with our fallen heroes, and it seems that they're happening fast and furiously. I mean, there was General McChrystal. He left Afghanistan, in disgrace, and he was seen as a hero before. Now we have David Petraeus. Are we eating our heroes, at an excessive rate?
Not just our heroes, everyone. We've, and this is a subject that's important to me. We're not very nice to each other anymore, and there's a difference between the press, at least, treating people with kid gloves, and the entertainment of destruction, which is what we see every day. And I get that it's entertaining. It scratches an itch that we have, scratches a couple of itches that we have. First of all, it fulfills a not very heroic desire on our part to feel superior to other people. It's voyeuristic. We do like looking inside other people's windows. We do like sending 140 character snarky messages, I think it doesn't speak well of us. So whether it's Petraeus or anyone else, I think we're eating each other alive. I think that sometimes, because this is what I do, I write very idealistically and romantically, and I sort of think of grand gestures that could have changed the world. And I know that this is a subject that's close to you, but I wonder what would have happened if, after Princess Diana died, I wonder what would have happened if her sons, now they were way too little to do this, but in my romantic, idealistic world, I wonder what would have happened if her sons had stood up and said, we ask in our mother's name for a month without gossip. Mm-hmm. Just a month without gossip. I think the world would have rallied around them, and I think we all would have seen that we not only don't need to know what the Kardashians did, we're going to feel better about ourselves at the end of the day if we didn't spend any time talking about it, if we didn't spend any time laughing at other people falling down, if we didn't need to make ourselves feel superior by punching other people.
Well, actually,
around.
It was very interesting. After 9/11, you did see a big change in the journalistic climate, which was very interesting. It was almost as if journalists were finally allowed to write about the stuff they sort of want to write about, which is all the fascinating real news that is going on. But the fact is, of course, that that earnestness is not commercial, as you know. I mean, this is when you're to your point about what we should be wanting to read. The truth is that you write stories of positive, earnest, sort of fairness, and what, unfortunately, is the truth is that it doesn't get much traction.
No, you're right about that. Yeah. And I also recognize that earnestness and sincerity and all those qualities are not only boring, they can be a little bit of a turnoff. So when I'm writing about it, I have to also write a healthy dose. Listen, these people are always slipping on banana peels, the mm-hmm. characters that I write. And, it's because they're swinging hard and reaching high, but it's because, my obligation is to make something fun. If I write a movie, my obligation is to compel you for however long I've asked for your attention for that 2 hours.